Hey everybody, you know who it is. Tim here, and we are doing a brand new series today of kind of like mini lessons, and this is called the Musical Dictionary for Beginners. And we're just going over a couple of terms each, lesson, if you want to call it, each video, on a kind of a bite-sized kind of format. Just a few words, like 3 or 4 words per video, going over their definition. And I'll put the names of the words in the title so you can find these easily. You can just go to my channel, search up whatever words you're looking for, and go from there. But anyway, let's just get started on our first episode, or first lesson, rather, in this series. So here we have the Musical Dictionary for Beginners. We all know what's going on by now. Hopefully, if you haven't seen my other videos, check them out. Accelerando is our first word. We're going to do 4 A words today. We're going to go all the way from A to Z, if there even are any Z words. But we're not going to do all the musical terms. There are so many out there. Today we are just really going to go over some basic ones. And throughout this whole series, remember that this is the series for beginners, so we're only going to go over the very basic ones you should know. There will be a more advanced series ahead, but let's just go over the ones we have today. So we have accelerando. Accelerando means to gradually increase in speed. It's basically the opposite of a ritardando. If you know anything about a ritardando, they appear at the end of a song. And that means to gradually slow down. But if you had accelerando, you would gradually get faster and faster until the music told you not to. So remember, accelerando means to gradually increase in speed. So let's see what word we have next. We have the accent sign. This appears either above a note or below the note, not to the side of the note that I've ever seen. And that means to play the note with more emphasis. So if you had a bunch of notes, and then you had the same notes with accent signs, you would hit them with more emphasis or a little bit louder. It's almost like having a forte right over a single note. And it's usually used, well, you can't have a bunch of accents right in a row. That does happen. But sometimes they'll want to accent a certain note to kind of give a different feel to the rhythm. So they're an accent. If you know, like if somebody is from not the same country you are, they speak with what you hear as an accent, so they put different types of emphasis on different syllables than you would. So accent, you're putting emphasis on the note. So the next one, the third one for today, is adagio. Adagio means to play slow. It doesn't mean to play fast. A lot of people, when they first see this word, for some reason make the connection that it means fast. It's actually quite the opposite. You want to play slowly and stay slowly until it tells you otherwise. Usually appears in the beginning of a song or in the beginning of a new section of a song. So you may have a section that begins at a certain tempo, then all of a sudden you have adagio. Now, as far as the tempo, the exact number of beats you should be using, I'm sure there is a range, but it's somewhat subjective. Just make sure it says adagio to go slower rather than faster. Sometimes it'll say adagio, and then it'll give you a tempo marking, which then you will use your handy metronome to figure out, but we'll talk about that later. So I believe that does it for today. Those were... Oh, one more. Sorry, so that was only our 3 out of 4 words. Our last word is allargando, and that means to slow and broaden. So you may be playing. And then it says allargando. You're going to get slower. And then maybe get a little bit louder. Maybe that's what they mean by broaden. So a little bit slower and a little bit louder. And that's what you'll do if it ever says allargando. So there's a lot more words on the way. The 4 we did today, remember, are accelerando, accent sign, adagio, and allargando. And of course there will be more words on the way. These videos will be released on a regular interval. I haven't exactly decided what day yet. You may know already if I'm posting this with another video. So anyway, thanks as always for watching. If you'd like to see more and you'd like to get more lessons, of course you can look around my YouTube channel for some free ones. But I really recommend you head over to lessonsontheweb.com, where I have my online music academy, where you can subscribe for a monthly fee, but it's totally worth it. I have a ton of content on there, tons of videos. So if you've been wondering where my videos have been, they've been there. Lots more lessons, playing examples, printable sheet music that you can play along with videos. And the amount of content is growing each day. So if you'd like to know about it, you can email me, tim@lessonsontheweb.com, or you can head over to lessonsontheweb.com and check it out there. So thanks as always for listening, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you.